Welcome to the very first Camper Dynamics Collective.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me
Over the next 5 days, 5 camper trucks will journey from Bengaluru through the Western Ghats and onto the beautiful Harangi Backwaters. But this trip is more than just the vehicle. It's about adventure, community, the freedom to explore some of India's most incredible destinations with like-minded people.
Along the way, we'll meet the people behind these bills, hear their stories, and experience what life on the road is really like. We are Prachi,
And Arnav,
and this is Camper Dynamics Collective.
Wanderlust Unleashed. Before the camps, before the campfires, before the memory that would define this journey, there was a simple question: what brings someone here? For some, the road had already become a way of life. For others, this was the beginning of something entirely new. But for this stop near Mysore, 5 camper trucks came together not just as vehicles, but as 5 different stories.
This behind is my camper, which I call it Zugunruhe. It's a German word which means, that feeling of restlessness a bird has when it's time to migrate. Whenever I see my camper parked anywhere across the country, it's always that feeling, it's always that time.
Mansoor was one of the first Camper Dynamics customers. For him, this was not a weekend escape. This was a lifestyle he had already been living for more than a decade.
I started off with the thought that I want to break barriers. I wanted to say that, hey, let me see if I can be on my own, equipped and functional.
For Monica, this was different. She had taken delivery of a camper just a month ago, and this was her first ever overlanding trip with it. A new vehicle, a new community, and the start of a completely new chapter.
Life is a journey and travel is a part of that. So we don't have to own anything to be there. So we can be anywhere and own everything.
Raveen and Meenakshi brought with them something even more powerful than experience. Perspective. The kind that reminds you that adventure does not belong to a particular age. It belongs to anyone willing to keep exploring.
So we have been overlanding in our rig with a rooftop tent, and subsequent to that we did a family trip in Iceland for 10 days in a camper van.
And for Deepak and Swapna, overlanding was not new. They had already been exploring for 5 years. But this new Camper Dynamics build represented the next step. More comfort, more flexibility, and a new community to share the journey with.
And just like that, the collective was on the move. 5 trucks, 5 stories, 1 road ahead. The plan was simple: head into Coorg, set up our camp, and spend the next few days living outdoor. But like most good journeys, what we found along the way mattered far more than the route itself.
By the time we reached our first campsite, the sun had almost disappeared. The rain had followed us into Coorg, and camp had to be built in the dark. But somehow nobody seemed to mind. Because out here, discomfort becomes part of the story. Tents went up, lights came on, people helped each other, and slowly, what was once just a patch of land in the rain became home for the night. That first night set the tone for the entire trip. No rush, no perfect conditions, no need for everything to go exactly as planned. Just people showing up, figuring it out, and enjoying the process together.
The next morning, we woke up to the rain. Not the kind of rain that ruins your trip, but the kind that slows everything down. The same campsite that we arrived at in the darkness had transformed overnight. Mist hung in the air, raindrops tapped against the tents. The landscape felt softer and quieter. Everyone gathered together, pulling out tarps, creating shelter from the rain. What could have been a bad weather quickly became one of the best parts of the trip.
Breakfast in the morning. Look at the rain and upma and this onion chutney is like, wow, awesome.
Respect.
It's not about reaching a place, it's about being present in it. No hotel check ins, no fixed schedules, no rush to move on. Just a rainy morning with good food, hot coffee, and a group of people making the most of wherever they are.
And it's also about, hanging out with like-minded Overlander setup. You get to learn a lot from each other, and they like adventure, they like going out, they like cooking out, going for a hike, being in the wilderness.
And that became one of the most beautiful parts of the collective. Every camper was different, every setup had its own personality, and every conversation became a chance to learn something new.
So, are you enjoying the rain?
Fantastic. First day, non-stop rain. We're getting used to the whole setup now. So innovating and enjoying.
So, what's your breakfast plan?
My breakfast plan is I'm ready with my spoon, fork and plate, and I'm just gonna be going around to different campers, make sure nobody is wasting food. So I am a survival traveler and survival, cook, and so I'm gonna be doing only that. For the morning today, we'll see how many days people can feed me.
Here you have bullseye, sausages, bread.
Later that day, we moved deeper into the property, from the first campsite to a quieter spot near the lake. It was still the same location, but it felt like a completely different world. The vehicles lined up near the water. Camp began to take shape again, and by now, the group had found its rhythm. What started as customers meeting at a breakfast stop was slowly becoming a community. This is what Camper Dynamics is trying to build. Not just campers for pickup trucks, not just equipment, but a way for people to step into this lifestyle with confidence. A place where first timers, experienced travelers, families, and solo explorers can all belong.
We are saving ourselves from the rain.
What's a beautiful picture?
Huh?
What's a beautiful picture? First lying down with the legs inside. Elbows down and looking that side. It's very clear.
Oh, from there, that too.
Who's from here? There's one more.
Oh, yeah, we can do that actually.
Just like that.
Yeah,
They are waiting for the rain catch it.
Illamma. One day I'll send it to you.
खत्म एक है एक था
Oh, say that again, say that again.
Cheers to unbelievable estates.
Kevin, do you have something to say?
Kevin, say something, man.
Oh, sorry, Louis, my bad. My bad. Yeah, say something. Hey, say something.
Barbecue and I'll have it.
By day 3, things felt different. We packed up camp and started the drive towards the grassland. The rain stayed with us as the trail turned rocky and rough, but every vehicle handled it without a problem. Hello.
Hello. Wait. Wait.
Hello, Praxi.
By the evening, we were back on our way to Harangi Backwaters. The drive was beautiful. Along the way, we passed some of the most stunning tea estates in Coorg. While Coorg is actually known for its coffee plantations, this stretch of our route was lined with some of the most beautiful rolling tea gardens and winding roads. We reached Harangi after dark and set up camp in the first campsite that would be our home for the night. As the days were coming to an end, we asked our customers how they felt about the first ever Camper Dynamics collective so far.
The best thing about the CD collective is we had a very nice group of all the camper owners. We gelled as a family and we had a great time understanding each other. The best thing is we had new friends, new families who are, I think we are going to stay for a longer time in our life to see and travel together.
I think it's been a great experience so far. We can start with going to campsites, being like semi-dependent, and then being completely overlanded in your rigs.
Fresh fish. Yeah, that's nice.
Remove the chair.